everyone, MFPallytime here. Welcome back to Heroes of the Storm. Hope you guys are having a great day today. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at NAZEEEEEBO. Now, NAZEEEEEBO is a character that I feel like I underrate a little bit too much. He has tons of flexibility, he can have self-sustain, and a massive amount of damage in team fights. He also has one of the most interesting spell shields in the game as far as I'm concerned. He can push lanes well, he can solo lanes perfectly well, and he has stacking mechanics that allow you to snowball a little bit, which I usually enjoy on most characters. For some reason though, I just haven't been playing him. His Q ability, which is the main source of his damage if you go for his traditional spider build, is like notoriously hard to land as far as I'm concerned. I would even say it seems easy, right? But it's like it's just what is the word I'm looking for? I'll think of it here in a second. Deceivingly difficult. That's what I was looking for. So we're gonna try to play him today. I want to get better at him. I did just play a warm-up game with him, and my team threw on boss and then blamed it on me because I was getting stacks. So I'm going in slightly off tilt, like slightly tilted off to one side, but I think we'll be able to recover, no problem.
I hear the call.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we find ourselves in the Infernal Shrines today. The friendly team Volatirial, Uther, Diablo, and NAZEEEEEEBO. The enemy team, Karazim, Genji, Cassia, Probius, and Muradin. In level 1, we are going to go for Widowmakers. After Corpse Spiders attack heroes 100 times, their attack damage is increased by 30%. Just a flat buff, and with the amount of spiders that we're going to be throwing out through the course of this game, should be fairly easy to stack up. NAZEEEEEBO's Q ability, NAZEEEEEEBO's Q ability, I guess I should say, is the Corpse Spiders. Skill shot, deceptively hard to land. Couldn't think of that word to save my life earlier, but now I got it. Very slow projectile speed. You have to hit the target in this circle. Seems like a big circle. It's not when a target's moving. And if you do not land the spiders, then you deal 0 damage. I wonder if I'll get blamed for them team fighting middle and dying for no reason. Seems about right. Seems about right. Is it gonna happen? Am I tilting already? Oh no. Oh, I gotta bring it back. I'm already expecting the worst out of my teammates. I'm sorry, team. I'm sorry. Last game was a doozy, that's all. Our W ability is Zombie Wall. It looks like this. If we catch someone in the middle, they deal damage, but of course, enemies like Muradin can just hop right on out of those. Our W ability can also be reactivated to lower the wall, just in case we catch a teammate in there and we need to let them out, we can do that. Now, think of the zombie wall as an actual wall and not a circle to encase your enemies, because you can get a valuable wall even if it misses. Even if you throw it off to one side, you don't, even though someone's not in the middle, you're still limiting their movement, and that's important to remember. It's very important to remember. Our E ability is Plague of Toads. I'm gonna be honest, I don't really like it. I think Plague of Toads is pretty lame, and I mostly only use it to farm last hits on minions. We've gotten 2 lanes worth of last hits. We're at 14 stacks. We need 175 by the end of the game, so it might take some time to get that. I'm gonna let them know Zombie Wall's on cooldown. Now we're gonna throw it down. Unfortunately, didn't catch them in it, but Genji diving really deep. We might be able to finish him off. If I knew how to right-click on heroes, that would have been a kill. All right, so it looks like I'm gonna miss out on some last hits here unless I get a really lucky toad. Hey, I got a really, oh, never mind, it didn't work. Didn't work. Let's throw out some spiders. Why is last hitting important on NAZEEEEEBO? Because every time you land a last hit, it increases your HP. This means that by the end of the game, you can actually become quite tanky on a character that's normally pretty squishy, if you dedicate the time to making sure you do that. I know I am late to the objective, but I wanted to push the lane before I rotated up, just because it's adding more pressure onto the enemy team's defenses. Now, unfortunately, my team went a little too ham, and they were taken down. So I think I'm just gonna continue to farm these. Maybe wait for him to come back. I don't know. I'm a PvE player. Don't you know? You're not doing anything to me. Okay. At level 4, I think there's 2 schools of thought here. I want to be tankier versus this team, so what I'm going to do is Big Bad Voodoo. The reason I want to be tankier is because we have a healer that's going to theoretically be able to keep me above 50% HP. This is important. If you are in a quick match game that does not have a healer in it, then I highly recommend you consider picking up Hex Crawlers, because you need a way to keep your health above 50% for later in the game. But By picking up Big Bad Voodoo, or whatever it's called, Big Voodoo, we're going to be able to become much tankier, much faster, because every time we last hit a minion, or a minion dies with my poison on it, we're going to get 4 HP. Now we get 8 HP, so that could scale up quite effectively if we play it properly. And we have Uther, who should be able to keep us alive. So the idea is we're going to have very, very high health, be a lot more difficult for Genji to burst down, be a lot more difficult for Cassia and Karazim to burst down, and hopefully the payout is worth it. Oh, that was a good deflect. He hit me with 4 applications of it. Boop, 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 boop. We're fine. Oh, is Uther come down? I'll stay then. Hey, Uther! Can I have a heal, please? Hello? Hey. Hello? Hey. Hello? Uther? Can I? Alright, thank you. Hey, you finally noticed Senpai. Thank you. I mean, I just did an Uther video. I know his cooldowns are long, but they're not that long. Let's put down that zombie wall. It's going to interrupt Cassia. It's going to catch Karazim in it as well, but of course Karazim can just hop right the fuck out. He doesn't care. We are going to land some decent spiders there, but I'm going to be forced out. Now, they do have a lot of dive potential on their team, so maybe going for the healing spiders would have been a little bit better, because I could pretty much always guarantee I'm going to be able to land it on Karazim or on Muradin if they're trading in melee range. Like, we're going to be able to land those spiders no matter what. But I didn't, and I went with this. I think it'll be okay. I think it'll be all right. So far, we're sitting at 58 stacks of our trait at the 5-minute mark, excuse me. So I feel like that's going pretty well. We push bottom back into the towers. We're keeping that ammunition really, really low. And I'll just go ahead and head back now. Didn't get full mana, but I'm hoping it'll regen enough by the time we get back there. I am going to go for Spirit of Erekir, which is going to allow our spiders to deal increased damage to a single target. If their Karazim engages on me, if their Muradin jumps in on me, if Genji finds himself next to me, we should be able to deal increased damage to them pretty easily. Like, it shouldn't be that big of a deal. Alright, let's just clear out this wave, and then I'll make my way up. That was good enough. We have 6 seconds of poison time on those targets. I'm going to try to focus down Cassia with our spiders if I can get in range, or just throw him out on Genji because he's standing still. Really weird. Zombie wall out! See, that was a giant mistake. I should have 100% been able to cut off her retreat. That was a misplay by not doing that. Definitely a misplay. Let's go ahead, start up the objective, throw out these toads. I mean, we should be pretty good at clearing out this objective, I would imagine. I don't know for sure. Spiders out into that groove. We'll go ahead and throw a zombie wall out as well on Cassia. Gonna limit her movement a little bit, as also deal some increased damage to her. Unfortunately, it does appear that we are losing this objective pretty wholeheartedly. I should be able to get away no problem. We can stay alive and at least rotate to another lane and get some XP. It feels like we have a lot of dying going on this game. Diablo almost keeping up with the minutes in the game with the number of deaths that he has. Tyrael not faring very well either, so that could be going a little bit better for sure. Let's get some stacks in here before we rotate. There's 3 more on the way down, and I will finish up this bottom lane. The enemy team, level 10, probably because of all of the kills they've been receiving. And we're just going to have to soak pretty hard to get back into the game here, team. Zombie wall around those mercenaries should draw their attention away from the buildings momentarily and deal a decent amount of damage. Spiders out. Now, we do not get stacks for killing mercenaries, so I need to make sure I'm paying attention to the minion wave as well. I don't know why Diablo's down here with me. I mean, I could have cleaned that up no problem. Looks like he's going to walk across the map up to the top lane now. Hey, stand in that. Stand in that, though. Stand in that, though. After he uses Deflect, I should definitely punish him with spiders. I was holding on to the spiders specifically for that reason, because Deflect hits you for every application of damage, and that many spiders being out on the map is a lot of applications of damage for Genji to deflect back at me. I mean, toads as well. Actually, we're a prime target for Genji snipes, aren't we? You think he's gonna dive me? Nah, we okay. Punisher has been taken down. The enemy team still 2 levels ahead, almost 3, as we are still trying to catch up on level 10 to get on that equal talent tier. No one for the friendly team has been soaking middle, though, so we could definitely be catching up a little bit more. I went outside to get lunch, and my nose is so itchy now. I'll go ahead and ping that middle lane a little bit. This game, they only have 1 interrupt for the Ravenous Spirit, but I'm afraid they might be able to burst me down if I'm channeling it. So I think we might just go for the Gargantuan just off principle. Maybe. I'll throw out a zombie wall here. You know what? Spirit time. Spirit time, boys. They're all clumped up way too much. I really wanted to deal that damage. I think something stunned me out of it, or was it really over that quick? Oh man, the enemy team dealing a lot of damage. Still moving in on us here. I'm just gonna throw out zombie walls to just kind of soak up some of those tower shots from Probius, hoping it'll hit that instead of my friendly team members. Looks like we're gonna be able to push back in now. Looks like we're doing okay. Maybe we need to focus down these pylons a little bit more. I mean, I've just kind of been ignoring them. The enemy team now rotating down to the bottom lane. They are about to hit level 13. Uh-oh. Up a little too far. I just need to continue to get these stacks. So they should have numbers advantage down there. If they do run into any troubles, not too worried then. I did take the heal from the spiders last game, and I can definitely feel the difference. Maybe I would recommend picking that up all the time. I didn't think it would be that big of a deal, but I'm starting to think it is. We're at 92 stacks out of the 175 that we need at level 11. I feel like we're keeping a pretty good pace here. We've contributed the most XP for our team because of our tireless need to go in and hit minions. We're team fighting down here. I don't know if I really agree with it, but I'll go ahead and limit some movement here with the zombie wall. Catching that Muradin, forcing that escape. Do I think he'll detonate this? No, not really. They're still continuing to move in. I mean, these guys are just straight up suicidal. We gotta stop. Too many deaths, team. Play a little safer. I mean, the objective's up, and we don't seem like we care. I mean, I guess we don't. The longer they wait on going to the objective, the longer we have to get our Tyrael back into the game. I'll clean up top. Let me do it, let me do it. Please let me do it. Thank you. Hopefully they don't engage too hard up there. Alright, that should be enough. They want to get 13? I mean, I feel like we got to move in on this now. Oh, that wasn't anywhere close to enough. It's a pretty formidable minion wave here. We'll just drop that. Alright, I'm heading in, team. We gotta do something. We can't just let them have this. Or I guess we can, because that's exactly what we're doing. Jeez. Well, quite the predicament here. I really want to move in, but okay. Well, I mean, I guess I'll stay middle and help them clean up the Punisher whenever they get it. They're 2 minions away. I don't know why they're just kind of letting us farm right now. They're still 2 minions away, so their whole team got off the Punisher to go get mercenary camps. I guess to make this push even stronger. Wow. They really believe in this push, huh? All right, the APOC is out. Will it secure any kills? Nope. Sure will. And it looks like Genji will dive in on me with that X marks the spot. Will be healed up by the Pomp. Fantastic play there. I think I might be dead. They're calling GG already. That's the spirit. That's the spirit. Call GG already. We will go for, I think, Ice Block versus this team and hope for the best. They're getting even more mercenary camps. Their coordination is superior to us. Well, let's get better. Let's see if we can catch him in there. I could have definitely gone for Gargantua in this game, and I honestly don't think it would have too much of a difference. I don't think that's the problem. Okay, so this guy's gonna push in and definitely get this building. I mean, as far as we're complaining about their coordination, did they do a nice move there, getting those camps? Yes, but they didn't actually activate the Punisher in time to fully utilize that at all. Need to get away from that guy before he jumps on me. Perfect. We'll just keep throwing these spiders out, boys. That ball bouncing a lot. Diablo, once again, caught out of position, is going to be taken down. We can put the zombie wall down, though. Maybe deal some more damage to that Punisher. Avoid these arcane torrents. Genji on the wrong side of the wall. Doesn't matter because Tyrael engaged on that. Tyrael jumped into that. It was like, you know what? We got this team. 1v5, 3 levels down. Fuck it, going in. I mean, there's part of me that thinks that. Yeah, it's pretty ballsy. Part of me admires that. The other part of me that actually wants to win the game is like, dude, fucking stop. What are you doing? I already said I was tilted going into this game. Why are you making it worse? All right, 3 levels down versus the enemy team. That means we need to soak it up, boys. Hopefully they can defend up there, no problem. I'm going to go ahead and distract these mercenaries just a little bit. If we had the Gargantuan, we could throw it down right now if you really wanted to. Make sure we get these last hits. Okay, bottom's cleaned up, no problem. They're still fighting up here. I would imagine they're getting pretty low on health. Sync is going down. Here's the Vengeful Spirit. We will finish off their Karazim, dealing lots of damage to their Cassia. Let's try to chase her off the screen. Let's go ahead and drop one of these here. Pretty good zombie wall. We will finish off Genji with those spiders as well. So we turned that around. 2 good pickups. I think that was our first even trade of the match. So that's good. Moving in the right direction. These guys just keep going in, though. They're going in so hard. All right, we are at 135 stacks of our trait right now. Top lane needs to be cleaned up. I will rotate up there and do that, because no one else is. Also, I got all the stacks from down here, so it doesn't matter. And we're low on mana, so not really hurting anything to go back. So we need another 43 stacks in the next 5 levels. We're doing great. We're doing great on those. We're also sitting at 4,000 health. I know you can't see that number, but 4,100. We just leveled up, so 4,246. So that's going really well as well. The Spirit's off cooldown for another 20 seconds. We are going to go for Spider Colony. Hopefully Uther can keep me above 50% health, and then I should be able to do a ton of damage, but obviously we've been having some coordination and or healing issues throughout the course of this game already. Pretty good initiate there. I'm going to keep that zombie wall up, even though it did catch our Diablo. Uther is going to use that Divine Shield on himself, and we will secure a kill on Genji. The Spirit is coming out, boys, right on top of Cassia. We will secure that kill. Palm has been used as well, and I'm going to make sure I don't take him down, but unfortunately someone else did, but we at least secured a couple kills there. That should give us the advantage we need for this objective, as long as Sank was just used for some reason. What the fuck? What the fuck? Are we really that worried about these 2 guys? Let's just kill them. I feel like we could just murder them. I am going to back up and clean up top, because that'll kill that keep. I kind of wanted to clear that minion wave before I left as well, but hey, I didn't. Alright, let's just clean this up really fast, and then we can go rejoin our team. These guys can push all the way to the core. It's actually disgusting. If you ignore them for long enough, they can completely wreck your entire game plan. Okay. Good job, team. I'm going to go back, get full mana, and then go regroup with them. All right. Staying level-headed, at least trying to. Hopefully we can come back. 20 seconds on another Spirit. We're doing a lot of damage with those. Vala's still staying ahead of us, though. Vala's doing a great job. All right. So I guess I'll clean this up too. At least put a little pressure on it. I mean, I want to go join this team fight. They are man down though. Maybe I should have stayed. I feel like I'm committed to moving at this point. The Spirit is ready. If we can get a good APOC in here. Looks like APOC's on cooldown for another 5 seconds, so I'm going to kind of wait for that cast before I commit to this one. Spider's on Cassia, dealing a ton of damage because she can't move. This would be a great APOC opportunity here. Doesn't look like he's going to take it. There we go. Spirit's out, bursting down Karazim, chasing after the Muradin. He is going to die. Cassia has nowhere to go either, as we, well, she does if he moves her out, but it looks like we're going to win that team fight as well. Spider's out on the building. Now, the single target damage increase from the spiders also applies to the buildings as well, so definitely worth picking up for us. And now it looks like we just won the game. Well, that'll do it. That will do it. I mean, I'm going to be honest with you. I didn't think we were going to end that quickly. I thought we would have another Punisher or two in before the game was decided. Because we were just feeding like motherfuckers forever, but all of a sudden, we just started to make it work for some reason. So, kind of wish I got the MVP slot there, not gonna lie. I feel like I did a lot of work for the team, whether it was pushing back mercenaries or winning team fights with a massive amount of damage, but I got on the board. Whatever, we'll vote for Vala, and we'll show a unified front. So, like I said, I want to get better at NAZEEEEEBO. If you have any criticisms on how I played today, I would love to hear them. Great job, you were alive for 100% of the match. Wait, I had no deaths? And that bitch still got MVP? Salty. Now I'm just salty. So, talents I went for today: Widowmakers add level 1, Big Voodoo add level 4, Spirit of Akir add level 7, Ravenous Spirit at level 10. You could have gone for Gargantuan and probably got... No, actually, you know what? I will say that we probably won some of those team fights because of the Apocalypse Ravenous Spirit combo. I will say that definitively. Ice Block, I wasn't really afraid of any ability damage that the enemy team have. Although Superstition is a fantastic talent at 13. Didn't actually have a reason to use Ice Block, but we had the option if we did need it. Then Spider Colony, this is just fantastic. Corpse Spiders cooldown recharge 100% faster while above 850 health. I actually thought it was 50% health. Maybe that is 50% of our base health and we were scaling up higher. I actually don't know. But Vile Infection at level 20. We actually didn't activate this talent yet. That's worth mentioning. We needed about another 10 stacks before we did that. But after reaching 175 stacks, Voodoo Ritual, it can also be applied to heroes and is increased by 200%. So your auto attacks, your abilities will now poison enemy heroes, and it's a ton of damage over time. So there's a lot of focusing on the laning phase. There's a lot of going out and getting XP when your team may not want you to do that. But if you focus on those fundamentals, like of just playing the game and succeeding, which is like going out and getting XP if you're down and putting pressure on enemy team lanes that they're not attending, you could really start to snowball quite well on NAZEEEEEBO, and I really, really enjoy it. So at level 4, you could have gone for the healing talent on spiders, and that's what I normally go for, but I thought since we have Uther, maybe I wouldn't need it. The reason I went for Big Voodoo is to become tankier and also make it easier to utilize the spider colony later on. If you don't have a support, hex spiders, or hex crawlers, excuse me, is the way to go. And I already said my piece about Gargantuan. So thank you all for watching today's video. Hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you all next time.